Hello, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on today. If y'all would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign, guys, okay? So please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading can apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we are going to get started. As I said, I hope y'all are doing well and feeling well, okay? So the reason why I'm in my room today, guys, because I'm trying to promote myself to get a little bit more rest. Also, because for the last several days, my enemies that have been vigorously working against me, every time I get ready to work, they trigger me to be extremely drowsy, okay? They're trying to forcibly, now they deprive me of sleep all day, every day, all through the night to the wee hours of the morning, or what have you. So I'm actually lacking rest, okay? I actually need to get rest, okay? But I kid you not, if I decided to not do anything and to rest, I wouldn't be able to rest, okay? They're doing things to target and attack me like all day, every day, projecting crap on me, doing, and then when if I do doze off, they're doing dream manipulation, mind control as tactics and different shit like that. They're using mind control tactics even when I'm up throughout the day. Like, it's crazy. Okay, I don't even like using that word term. Okay, so it's weird. Okay, it's strange, but I've noticed for the last several days, my enemies are trying to prevent me from working. Okay, so they can see everything I see, hear everything I hear in real time. They're watching me in real time, guys. Okay, so every time I go to work or what have you, they've been doing this thing where they try to make me extremely drowsy, okay? And when my enemies are doing this, they're really trying to drain me of my energy. They're trying to make me unmotivated from working, okay? Not feeling like getting up, being excessively tired, and different things like that. And it's interesting because it's like, imagine yourself being excessively tired, or even the feelings of drowsy, yet you can't get to sleep. You understand what I'm saying? And this is because of your enemies. Like, I have no problem with like dozing off, getting to sleep or what have you, but it's being constantly bombarded in attacks and different things like that or what have you. But when you're focused, when you're alert, when you're aware, and it doesn't matter what I'm doing, I could be reading, I could be writing, I could be doing anything, guys. They hate on anything that I do, okay? If I'm doing tarot, they're hating. If I'm writing, they're hating. If I'm cooking, they're hating. They're hating on me like all day, every day, guys, okay? They are so hell-bent on me not being seen, not being heard, not being known, not being noticed, not, you know what I'm saying? They really just kind of want me non-existent or what have you. So yeah, this is just one of their many tactics that they have been doing lately, okay? So I've been working on several different projects. I'm like getting ready to start another story time, which I've already kind of got the layout for or whatever. It's some other projects I've been working on and different things like that, guys, okay? So, I observe. I'm someone who observes really well, guys, okay? And so, in my observance of things, okay, well, I'm the type of person, like, if I don't know the answer to something, if I want to know something, then I'm going to ask, okay? I want to figure out those answers for things, okay? And the problem with the enemy is the enemy doesn't want us awake. The enemy doesn't want us aware. Okay, the enemy don't want us to study, to research, to be free thinking, to have an active mind. You know what I'm saying? The enemy don't have a problem with you learning things as long as you are learning the regurgitated information, like the things that they want you to know, type of things. Okay, and that's not efficient. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because there is a history. There is documented proof of nothing but lies and deceptions and manipulations and trickery from um, your supposed leaders, okay? And so, you'll know, I just did, we worked on the last project that I did where we kind of dismantled religion and the church and just kind of broke down some things that, you know, some very serious things, okay? On my part, it really wasn't really done in like this disrespectful way or what have you, but it was to answer some much needed questions that a lot of people have. Some people be thinking certain things and having questions, but don't know how to get the answers or be too afraid to just ask the questions. You know what I'm saying? Or to look for the search for the information, to research certain things, study certain things, and different things like that. So, you know, we did that, guys, okay? These people have pissed me off so bad. And what they are doing to me, I'm like, you know what? Fuck people's positions, titles, and roles. I don't care who they are, what they got, who they think they are, where they're from, what set they claim, what bloodline they come from, what their position, titles, or roles is. I want some answers. Okay? Because the shit that is going on in this world is unacceptable. I'm tired of it, and I know it's plenty of other people. It's probably millions of billions of other people in the world that is tired of it. And you know how there could be a lot of people who are feeling certain things, but won't say it, you know, or hold it in. So I had the idea to break some things down. Okay, so today's reading, guys, is going to be about the exposure of the alleged rulers, leaders, masters, and the elites of this world. Okay, and the reason why, sometimes when I have a thought about something, I get to Googling some things and looking up some things and just reading the information that they have available publicly about a particular topic, okay? And so that's what I did when I started off with this. And I'm like, yeah, I know you lying. I know you damn hell lying. Because I ended up asking Google. Well, I asked several different things. But there was one thing that I typed into Google. And I matter of factly knew it was like, y'all will be surprised as to how much public information is on Google that is being generated by AI or just generated because of the information that has just been implanted on Google. That is a blatant lie. It's a blatant lie. Okay, guys? And so, where is it? So anyway, I'm trying to see if it comes back up. So I Googled something, guys. I actually Googled several different things. Okay, we just gonna start here. I ended up asking Google. I hate when this freaking happens. So now I got to totally change the angle of this. So I ended up asking Google, guys, what was the question I asked? And I knew it was a lie. Okay, I asked, who gave the rulers, leaders, masters, and elites of the world the authority over human beings? Okay. Let me see if it comes up. What gave the rulers, leaders, masters, and elites of the world the authority over human beings? And so when I searched this the other day, guys, Uh, look at what they just did. They shut down my damn phone, y'all. Okay. Um, it was several different answers on there, but one of the main answers was God. And it amazes me how many people, first of all, everybody in the world are not even Christians. Okay? So, and when it comes to AI, this was an AI generated answer. When it comes to AI, artificial intelligence, fucking robots, machines, okay? Programmings. Um, don't have the as much as they can program into AI, it does not have the capability of being religious, or what I'm saying, like a particular religion or anything like that or what have you. So the very first answer, like, it gave a whole bunch of answers, what I'm saying. Oh, when the people decided to come together and conform a this and that, and the government, how governments and different things got started and different things like that or what have you. But one of the first answers was God. And I feel like this is a lie. Okay? Because just because of other things I know this is a lie. God did not like pre-select individuals to be rulers, leaders, masters, or elites of this world, nor give them the authority over all of humanity. You understand what I'm saying, guys? Okay. And so this is what this thing was saying. So this is kind of what stemmed from me doing this, okay? And so I just wanted some direct answers from Spirit. So I decided to do a Spirit reading, and I decided to matter-of-factly ask, okay? Because even if you said such a thing, what God are you talking about, okay? Who's God? What God, y'all? And so the more and more, every time I ask a question, there was another question that led to another question that led to another question, and different things like that or what have you. And I was actually quite surprised by some of the answers that I got, guys. Okay, so this is how we have gotten to today's lesson, guys. Okay, because this is a reading. This is gonna be a spirit reading. We may pull some cards or what have you, but this is ultimately a lesson. Okay, this is like a because we're all always learning, okay? Even when you think you know what you know and you have the knowledge of something, you don't know everything. You always can learn. Don't ever put yourself in a position where you got the big head and you think you know it all and you know everything and you got all the answers, okay? Because you don't. Okay? Always leave yourself open to learning new things. More things, okay? Because sometimes I surprise myself with this, okay? I like study stuff and research stuff and get answers for stuff and look into things well before I come to y'all and talk to them about it. I'm not some person that's just, some blind fool that's just gonna go walking and leaping head first off of a damn cliff. You know what I'm saying? With certain things, okay? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna jump off the deep end on no shit and just radically come and be and saying this and doing that with y'all or what have you. I actually look into things for a little while, okay? Get certain answers or what have you. And believe it or not, sometimes I be surprised by the answers that I get. It be like, what? You know what I'm saying? I be like, wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? It literally be shocking things like that, guys, okay? So this is what we're getting into today, okay? And I've entitled this The Exposure of the Alleged Rulers, Leaders, Masters, and Elites of This World, okay? And so besides what I was kind of looking up, because me looking up certain things stemmed from my anger and disgust of things that's being done to people in this world. And I be really want to know, I'm like, what gives these people the right? Who gave them the authority? Who died and left they ass in charge? I want to know names. I want to know dates. I want to know people, places, and things that has caused what is going on in the world today to even the fuck exist. because I'm mad as hell about it. Okay? And I know deep down in my soul, in my heart of hearts, that shit is not right. Okay? And it is like really amazing to me how there are billions upon billions of people that y'all just willfully, ignorantly just go along with whatever these people say, whatever they come up with, whatever they do. And there's things that is blatantly obvious in our face that we should not tolerate. Period. And I started this off knowing two things matter of factly. The rulers, the leaders, the masters, and the elites of this world are not gods. None of them. And the second thing I matter of factly knew is the rulers, leaders, and masters of this world did not create planet Earth or humanity. And basically three things. So those three things alone, they are not gods. They did not create planet Earth, and they did not create humanity, which automatically disqualify them from having the authority that they claim to have, from having the power that they claim to have the rulership. It would disqualify them from having the rulership and the leadership that they claim to have over people. And I'm speaking for myself. I wouldn't dare try to speak for everybody in attendance, because you have a right to free will. You have a right to your own thoughts, feelings, and opinions as well. And what I'm saying and what I'm doing is not meant to sway or deter people in any type of way. But I promise you, I will never make anything up and just come on here and just be ignorantly, foolishly, carelessly, and recklessly spewing things out to the world. Serious topics like this is meant to make you think for yourself. It's meant to make you research and study things for yourself. It's meant to make you question things that you have never questioned before, that you have wholeheartedly given into, believed in, and gone along with for no other reason is because that's what you were taught, or that's what you were told to do, or that's what you were forced to do. I want answers, because I'm tired of these people parading around here in the fucking shadows, in the hiding, and then treating the rest of humanity like we ain't shit, like we are the fuck beneath them. I'm getting tired of people being used and abused and hurt and harmed and endangered on a daily fucking basis at the hands of these fucking people, and it's not being questioned. They're not being brought to justice or any fucking thing for the sick, twisted shit that they are doing. I know in my heart that they are not right. I know in my mind, in my body, in my soul, that they do not have the power and the leadership and the ownership that they have claimed without question from anybody else that they claim to have. So this is the reason for this. Because I decided, when I started this the other day, I decided that I didn't give a damn anymore. Even if it's at the detriment of my own self. People deserve to know the truth. People deserve to know the full truth. And I don't care who you are, what race you are, where you come from, what other things it is that you believe in. Nobody that deserves to be used and abused, mistreated, misled, misguided, endangered, tormented, harassed, treated like puppets, peasants, slaves, I'm tired of it all. I'm tired of people, regular, everyday, average Joe people, being treated like they are less than, being treated less than nothing. There are dogs and fucking robots are treated better than human beings. They are. And something is wrong with that. It's not to say that dogs shouldn't be animals in general shouldn't be loved and appreciated and valued and taken care of or whatever, but half the animals is on the fucking food chain and get slaughtered on a daily fucking basis, any goddamn way. And the ones that you have as household pets, so your household pet, yeah, they should be loved and treated right. But you ain't telling me that a human being is meant to be treated less than, to be nothing but the slaves and the servants of the people who proclaim to be the rulers, leaders, masters, and elites. Who says? I want to know who gave them that right, who gave them that power, because it is a lie and it is not theirs. And I was determined to get to the truth. So this is the reason why we are here today. I don't give a damn if you like it or not. It is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And I can guarantee you that in return, they're just going to vigorously attack me even harder. It never fails. Every time I say something or do something they really don't like, they turn up the frequencies, they pump up the volumes, and they attack me even more. But you can't hurt me and you can't tear me down no worse than you already the fuck have, so I don't fucking care. I've been waiting to go since I was a child. I knew something was wrong with this fucking place. I knew that I did not fucking belong here. I knew that this was not my home when I was a child. I just didn't know how to explain it. So I don't care. Because nobody that's going to feel some type of way about what I'm going to disclose today, you are not my God. Thus you are not my judge. You have no ownership, no rulership over me. So I could care less how you feel about me. Your little antics and your little tactics, they don't bother me none. Because see, the enemy, demons, feed off of fear. They need you to be afraid of them for them to thrive. I do not fear you. Any of you. I got nothing to lose. And the only thing that I'm living for is my child. And I have done my job. My baby almost 18 years, about to be 18 years old. So I've done the best I can. As a mother. I'd have been a better mother to my child than I'd ever had in my life. So that was my best. With what I had and what I could provide for her. Do I wish I could have provided a better, more stable, secure, happier life for her? Yes. But I've done the best I could with what I was capable to do and what I had. So I've done my fucking job. So I don't give a damn about how nobody feel about me. I don't give no damn about no fucking threats about what nobody gonna do to me. I do not fucking care. Just for anybody who happen to get this shit misconstrued some type of way. I already have the answers to the things that I'm going to go over with you all today. And there's a lot more that could be disclosed and asked through, kind of piggybacking off of these answers. Okay, because some of these things, I was completely flabbergasted by the answer. And but it still left an open question, and you'll know when I get to it. It still left an open question, where do they come from? Like, who created them? You'll know what I'm talking about when we get to it. Okay, there's a certain section in this I'm going to give y'all a warning. You'll need to understand that anything that I do, I am non-biased in it. I'm not a hostile person, and I'm not a racist person. I'm doing this for all races, no matter what race you are. Some races are going to stick out other than other races of people. In some races, it's going to seem like like it's a disrespect or an attack on that race, but it is not from me. I'm just trying to get to the truth of things in particular. Okay? And I need you to understand this, that even with me doing this, you need to understand people outside of my race, at the end of everything that I have been through, there are a few people that I've encountered outside of my race who have treated me better than people of my own race. Understand that. Which means I have been abused, misused, mistreated, neglected, a whole lot more by people who look just like me than people outside of my race. Okay? But we can't turn a blind eye to what is. Okay? Especially when we're talking about certain classifications of people. In the United States, if you say rulers, leaders, masters, elites, it's going to be predominantly one race. Now, if we were in China, if we were in Japan, if we were in Russia, if we were in, other countries and different things like that, or what have you, then their rulers, leaders, masters, and elites would be obviously of a different race. Okay? So I'm going to ask overall questions pertaining to rulers, leaders, and masters of the entirety of the world. And then it's going to get to questions pertaining to certain races of people. Okay? But I don't want anybody to hear this and think that I'm maliciously being mean or nasty to certain races. Because when I got to certain questions, I'm telling you, I was even shocked by the answer. Okay? And there's an artist. It's interesting enough because me and this artist actually share the same birthday. Okay? So we're actually the same sun zodiac sign. Okay? Some of you may have heard of Erykah Badu. But Erykah Badu has a song. And in that song, she says, if we were made in his image, then call us by our name. And then she goes into saying, most intellects do not believe in God. But it's just the same. Okay? So, but it was just that one part. If we were made in his image, then call us by our name. A lot of people just heard the song, a lot of y'all hear a beat and hear the hook of a song, and then, you trapped in that song, you hooked in that song. You understand what I'm saying? It don't even have to be a beat. Some of y'all can listen to an instrumental or listen to the actual beat or the bass of a particular song, and that song already has you linked in, has you hooked to that song. Okay? When that hook of that song or the chorus of that song kick in, you are already drawn in to that song. So there's a lot of things, subliminal things that is put in songs that most people don't really understand, kind of bypassing. You might be singing along to the words of the song, but in this song she says, if we were made in his image, then call us by our name. And so I was thinking about this, and so this made me think about this when I got to a particular point of a question that I asked, and this is pertaining to those of us who are referred to as black. Today is called black or African American. In past times it's been called colored. In past time it's been called Negroes. In past times it's been called nigger. In past time it's been called all kinds of things. But the bottom line is, your supposed rulers, leaders, masters, and elites, whatever name that they came up with to call you, you willfully accept it without question, but it ain't your name. It's not the name of your kind, of your people, of your race. And the majority of you don't even know where it is that you really come from. This is the reason why so many of you accepted during slavery the white man coming along and convincing you that your God was white Jesus, who was feminine looking and with long blonde hair and blue eyes, and you accepted it. They told you that was your only, there wasn't no escape, there wasn't no way out, and that was your only savior. So play the white Jesus with blonde hair and blue eyes. And you dare not do to master what master had done to you. I used to always think, I used to ask myself, how in the fuck come on these plantations, all them damn slaves, how come they never did band together and just all get together and whoop master's ass and leave all the fuck together? And can't nobody say, because there would have been, it was casualties anyway. Do you know how many people was beat on a daily basis, who was murdered on a daily basis, who was hung on a daily basis? Do you know how many, do you know what a gator baby is? Do you know how many of the slaves babies was fed to gators? Bitch, it was already casualties. So casualties in the midst of you fighting the fuck back would have probably been fewer than the casualties that happened on a daily fucking basis. So it wasn't no excuse not to fucking fight back. And leave their conditions, but they stayed, and they stayed willing slaves out there. I just never did understand that. So that's a different story for a different day, but we're gonna get into this. Okay? So I started this off by asking Spirit, did the gods command the assignment of human rulers, leaders, masters, and masters on earth? Okay? Again, I ask, real quick, let me clear this energy. Most High God, divine ancestors, Holy Spirit, universe, I come in peace, I come in love, I come in light. Please give me clear and accurate messages as it relates to the rulers, the leaders, the masters, and the elites of the world, Spirit. Spirit, did the gods command the assignment of human rulers, leaders, and masters on earth? The answer is no. There is no God who commands or assigned human rulers, leaders, masters on this earth. Do you know what that means, collective? You're going to find out in the next question. Spirit, did humans declare their own power of rulership and leadership over others on earth? Did humans declare their own power of rulership, leadership over others on earth? Hopefully y'all can see this, guys. That's a yes. So your rulers, your leaders, your supposed masters, the elites of this world, they declared their own power of rulership and leadership over others on this earth. Spirit, I asked Spirit, are white people the superior race of mankind? Spirit, are white people, what is called white people or Caucasian people, the superior race of mankind? No. White people, Caucasian people are not the superior race of mankind. I asked Spirit, did the gods order the enslavement of colored races or any other people? Did the gods order the enslavement of colored races of people or any other people? Did the gods order enslavement upon colored people or any other races of people? No. Okay, so wait a minute, Tiffany. You're saying that God did not command or assign any human beings to rulership, leaderships, or masters on earth. Okay? That certain humans came along and declared their own power of rulership and leadership over others on earth. That white people are not the superior race of mankind. That the gods did not order enslavement of the colored races of people or any other people on earth. Okay? Spirit, did the supposed rulers, leaders, masters, and elites of the world steal gold and land that did not rightfully belong to them? Did the supposed rulers, leaders, masters, and elites of this world steal gold and land that did not rightfully belong to them? Spirit is saying yes. So our fake rulers, fake leaders, fake masters, fake elites of the world that we have today, they stole gold, they stole land that did not rightfully belong to them. Spirit, did the gods form or ordain royal bloodlines to be more superior over others? Did the gods form or ordain royal bloodlines to be more superior over others? No. What? What are you saying, Tiffany? None of you have ever questioned why people who are not from America, who do not live in America, owns most of the land in the fuck America. None of you have ever questioned, okay, and I'm talking about royals. None of you have ever questioned why your fake rulers, leaders, masters, and elites worship the royals. Now, they are in the United States. For those of you who are in the United States, we're talking about the United States right now, y'all. But they worship royals in England. These folks ain't never lived in America. They're not from America. Yet they owned the majority of the land in America. How does this make sense? How do your supposed rulers, leaders, masters, and elites of this world follow the rules, regulations, and bylaws of people that is not even from here? and own the majority of the land. Okay? Spirit, do the wealthy elites, let me see, hold on, guys. The question is, do the wealthy elites of alleged rulers, leaders, and masters of the world own planet Earth and mankind? Do these said rulers, leaders, masters, and elites of the world own planet Earth and mankind? Because they sure act like they do. They running around here like planet Earth belongs to them. Like they created planet Earth and it belongs to them. And you ought to be privileged that they even allow you to be here. They act like that they created mankind and they are the bosses and the rulers of you. And you accept this shit. Spirit say no. Your rulers, your leaders, your masters, your elites of this world, they did not create planet Earth. They do not own planet Earth. They did not create human beings, mankind. They do not own mankind. Yet y'all bend over backwards to get fucked with no Vaseline and get owned by their ass every goddamn day. Why is that? Without question, why is that? The next question. Are the humans who are referred to as Black or African American, is that their actual name of their race? Spirit, are the humans who are referred to as Black or African American, is that their actual name of their race? No. Spirit, are what is referred to as Black or African American human beings actually descendants of the gods Elohim? Are the persons who are referred to as Black or African American human beings descendants of the gods Elohim? Yes. Wait a minute. So, your rulers, your leaders, your masters, your supposed elite that took over planet Earth and all of humanity, they have called you colored, Negroes, niggers, Black, African Americans, monkeys, and every damn thing else. Spirit is saying that's not even your name. That's not even what your race is called. Spirit is saying that what is the people who are referred to as Black or African American are actual descendants of God, the gods, Elohim. This is what Erykah Badu meant in her song when she said, if we were made in his image, then call us by our names. We're not Blacks. We're not African Americans. But I'm going to tell you where they get Black from. The gods Elohim are the color black, like the actual color black, like you see how this screen is black right now. They're as dark as this. And you know what stars look like when you look in the sky and you see the specks, the stars? You know how it looks when it's nighttime, right? When the sky gets dark. Black, dark sky. And you see the specks in the star. Elohim. That's what the Elohim look like. They are black in color, as black as the color actual black. Okay? Nobody with common sense, ask yourself, why the hell do they call us Black? But our skin color, now we all learned our damn colors in school. This is brown. But they call us Black. Nobody with any common sense ever questioned why, huh? You didn't know that you were created in his image. It even says it in your man written Bible. That you were created in the image, that we were created in the image of God. Why do you think my ending statements when I close out my readings, I am that I am, created in the image of God? Did y'all know the name Tiffany actually means the manifestation of God, the creation of God? Look it up. I ain't making it up. The human beings on this earth who is referred to as black or African American are the descendants of the gods Elohim. But what I'm about to tell y'all next gonna really piss y'all off, because I found out that only the people who are referred to as blacks or African American, the people that you know in the world today who are called black or African Americans, were the only ones that were created by the gods Elohim. Now I know you saying that, Tiffany, fuck that. That is wrong, because there's all these other races of people. Y'all will be surprised to know that y'all were created by other beings. That other races or people were created by other beings. That is what floored me. That is what I was flabbergasted about. I was like, what? And I had to ask again to be sure. I'm like, what? Because see, you are told that your man written Bible tells you that God is the creator of all things, good and bad, heaven and earth, all things. That would include all races, right? All people, right? Everything that is on earth, right? Everything. Spirit are what is referred to as white or Caucasian people, descendants of Lucifer, are the human beings who are referred to as white or Caucasian descendants of Lucifer. Are the race of people who on earth, Spirit, who is called white or Caucasian, the descendants of Lucifer. Yes. And I actually got like it's interesting because it's not it. I feel like it's like how can I say it? Some of them are descendants of Lucifer. Y'all, I broke down to you all in past readings that Lucifer, Satan, and the devil are three different beings. Okay. Lucifer is the father of Satan, and Satan is the father of the devil. Okay? So the devil backwards, the devil would be the grandchild of Lucifer, and Satan would be the child of Lucifer. Okay? I hope y'all following me here. Some Caucasian people, what is called white or Caucasian people, are descendants of Lucifer. Some are descend from Satan or even the devil. Okay? This is the reason why they have reversed and perversed everything. This is the reason why they recreated everything in their image. If you notice, if you look up God, angels, anything, they have it, they make it a white with blonde hair and blue eyes. They make it look like them. Spirit, are there any white or Caucasian people who are descendants of the gods Elohim? Are there any white or Caucasian people who are the descendants of the gods Elohim? No. Are there any white or Caucasian people who are the descendants of Satan? Are there any white or Caucasian people who are the descendants of Satan? Yes. Are there any white or Caucasian people who are the descendants of the devil? Are there any white or Caucasian people who are the descendants of any other beings besides Lucifer, Satan, or the devil? Are any white or Caucasian people come from any other beings, entities, deities, gods besides Lucifer, Satan, or the devil? No. If you Google, look up, research Lucifer, Lucifer, the image of Lucifer, he has like he looks, they is this one image of him where he's like this pure, almost palish kind of white, long blonde hair and blue eyes. Okay, this is where they get the white and the black thing from. Basically, is what I'm getting to, y'all. This is the reason why they call black people black and white people white. Okay? The gods Elohim are black in color, so they call black people black. Lucifer is white, so they call Caucasian people white. Okay? Now remember how racist these people were. You have slavery. This is why they had slavery. This is the reason why they had segregation and all these other things, okay? The word, those of you who believe in the Bible, that word tells you that everything was reversed, okay? This is the reason why when people wear, so you have the this is where that black and that white duality comes from, right? So when people put on white, they be like, oh, this is pure and this is innocence and, you know, all of that. And black is supposed to be dark. It's said to be dark and evil and bad. You know? So these racist people, this is the reason why they call us black. And this is the reason why they refer to themselves as white. Because they want to depict themselves as the pure and innocent ones. Same way they see Lucifer, pure and innocent. Which means that they are then in front, that the gods, Elohim, the creators, okay, are dark and evil and bad. They flip things. They reverse things. Is what they did. Spirit told me that, and this is one of the many reasons for racism. Because the rulers and leaders, the people who call themselves rulers, leaders, and masters right now, because they were not descendants of the creators, which is Elohim, the gods Elohim. And black people were. What is the predominant race that it's been hated, abused, neglected, torn apart? Black people is the only races of people who was segregated within their own race. Enslaved, in prison, the father stripped from the homes and every fucking thing. There are even other races of people who are prejudiced against black people. It is a worldwide hatred, some places, of racism against black people. And nobody ever really questioned, analyzed, or researched the real reasons as to why. This is far more than the color of your skin. Do you know what this means, collector? If you this is the reason why they have changed things the way they have, and they abuse us the way they do. This is the reason why they spend trillions of dollars on distracting you, entertaining you, brainwashing you, and mind controlling you. Because they don't want what they call black people to know our real power. If we were created in the image of the creators of the planet Earth, of Elohim, this technically means that we are more superior. This technically means of the power within us. Why do you think these people have gotten so scared every time a huddle of black people get together? They send people in to infiltrate. They did it to the Panthers. They did it to the black churches. Now, they can have all kinds of secret societies, secret groups, and secret meetings that we ain't privy to. But anytime a large group of black folk get together, see, that's why they killed that king. It was way too many damn black folk that were marching with that man. You know, stepping with that man. He had a huge following. You had a huge following of a lot of people that was listening to everything that man said, that would have believed anything that he said. See, that's why they infiltrated him. And that's why they ultimately ended up killing him. Same thing they did with Malcolm X. You understand what I'm saying? And see, when it came to Malcolm X, and especially the Panthers, they believe in fighting back. It was more than just protesting and marching with them. They believe that they had the power, the right to fight their enemies back the same way their enemies was fighting them. Damn it, if your enemies had weapons, you should have a weapon to protect yourself. And what they do? They infiltrated our own kind and sent our own kind in as spies to see what they was talking about, what they was planning. And they went and funneled that information back to your fake rulers, leaders, masters, and elites. And then they was able to go in and dismantle them. You understand? I ain't making it up. I'm not saying what I'm saying because I'm against white folk. There is some good... Look, let me tell y'all something. The way I feel about it, these fake rulers and leaders and masters and supposed elites, they make good white folks in the world look bad. Because truthfully, there are some good white folks in the world. Southern, whether they're Southern or wherever it is they come from. Okay? These is regular, everyday, average Joe white folks that didn't have to juggle, that didn't have to struggle, they didn't have to work hard, and they didn't have to, just like anybody else of any other race of people. Okay? But you have a lot who are upper middle class to upper higher class. Of their own kind, that is very vicious and evil and wicked and have done some very awful things to other races of people. Because, see, it's not even just about, like, what they call black people have just been abused the most. Okay? They really were racist towards all races of color. This is the reason why they do the Mexicans the way they do, and the Latinas the way they do, and there's plenty other colored races of people. But as much hate that they threw their way and unfairness that they threw their way, it wasn't in the same. It wasn't with the same level of hostility as it was for those that they call black or African American. Okay? So somebody is going to get pissed off about what I just said. These are not my thoughts, my feelings, the answers I want. This has nothing to do with my personal feelings. This is why I had to take the time to tell you. There are some people that I've encountered that is outside of my race that have treated me better than people of my own damn race. This is the reason why I had to stop to tell you that I do believe that there is good white folks in the world. There was one time I was in the store, it was at Christmas time. I had probably about $30 to my name, to the next paycheck, and my food stamps. And I went to the dollar store and getting that last minute stuff at the holidays time. I'm talking about the store was packed from the front to the back, y'all. Stood in that long line and got up there and stood in that line so long that I ended up paying with the last cash I had. And that was supposed to literally last until I feel like the next week or something. We're gonna get paid to the next week. Like, that had to be like the gas that we needed, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, to get to and from whatever, you know what I'm saying, until that next week when we got paid. I accidentally paid with the last bit of cash I had instead of using my food stamps, and I was supposed to use my food stamps for it or whatever, y'all. When I tell y'all, there was this white woman and her daughter, this white little girl, that was standing at the front of the store. They didn't have no bags. They wasn't standing in line. I didn't see them. As long as I was standing in that line, I didn't see them people walk in the store. I didn't see them people standing there. It was like they just appeared there out of nowhere, like angels. Now, logically speaking, they had to have walked in the store at some point in time. And maybe these was just good people that go around and look for people that blessed at holiday times, y'all. Okay? I was so distraught, y'all, I could have cried. Okay? And I don't know if y'all ever been to the dollar store. I was actually in the Dollar Tree. Okay? I don't know if this still exists, but the Dollar Tree don't do refunds because everything is $1. Okay? Now, if you have an exchange or something like that or whatever, like you want to exchange or something like that, I think they'll do that or whatever. Or maybe the people just lied to me or what have you. But they did not do refunds. Y'all was so distraught, I could have cried. The line was so long. I didn't want to hold up the line any longer because by the time I realized what had happened and you're going to grab my bags, I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I paid using the wrong thing. We now don't have a dime to our name. And I didn't say anything. I didn't make a scene or nothing like that. I'm just going to get my bags and I'm going to walk on out the store. But I guess it was just all over my face. I had been fucked up. Like, I was so distraught, y'all. Y'all, when I tell y'all, walking out that door, that white woman and her little girl, they were just standing there. That woman just handed me some money. And y'all, I could have busted out freaking crying. I want to even say that they had gave me more than I had even spent. Or what have you. And I was so shocked by this. I was so surprised. But I'm like, where did these people come from? You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling the woman, I'm like, look, give me your phone number. I get paid next week. I will give this back to you. And they was adamant about, no. This is for you. And nothing like that had ever happened to me the day before in my life. And I swear to God, I left there feeling like, I think by the time I got to the car, I literally cried. Because nothing had ever happened to me like that the day before in my life, especially by white folk. And I was like, because I'm sitting up here thinking to my man, I'm like, God, I fucked up. Like, this is all the money that we had to next. So, like, what are we going to do? Y'all, and I was I felt like them people was angels. I feel like they came out of nowhere. I swear to God, to this day, I feel like them people didn't walk. I didn't see them people walk in the store. If they did, maybe they did. Logically speaking, they may have walked in the store when I was looking down, looking away, or something like that, and was just standing there because the store was so busy, people coming and going, and lines of people, like it was holiday time. Like I feel like it was like days to Christmas or some shit like that. It was packed. I literally didn't see them people come to the store, but I swear I felt like they were freaking angels, y'all. I really did. And the interesting thing was that by the time I got to the car and got the bags in the car, I had them broke down because of what just happened, just surprised by what had happened. When I looked around, the people were gone. It was like they had disappeared. And I convinced myself that they were angels. A little kid angel and a woman. I convinced myself that they was angels. I'm like, I didn't see them appear, and I didn't see them freaking leave. I didn't see them people walk across the parking lot, get in the car, pull off and leave, or what. Maybe they went back in the store. Maybe they stood there to bless somebody else or something. Like, I don't know, child. All I know is they appeared out of nowhere, and they disappeared out of nowhere. And then folks gave me money, and they were Caucasian people. A little girl, she looked like she probably wasn't, I don't know, she probably was, she could talk just as good. She was just as polite and nice. She was such a polite, nice little child. She probably was maybe about 10 years old or something. But she was just as nice and polite. I'm like, wow. And standing right there next to her mother or what have you. And it was just like, it was the trippiest thing. Okay? So, I said that to say, I'm not saying what I'm saying because I'm this awful person that freaking hates white people or something like that. Okay? We're trying to get to truth and clarity here. We have been lied to about everything. Okay? And this is what has come out. Okay? Spirit is saying the people who are referred to as black or African American, that is not the name of our actual race. Spirit is saying that the people who are referred to as black or African American humans are descendants of the gods Elohim. Okay? I asked Spirit, if the people who are referred to as white or Caucasian descendants of Lucifer, Spirit told me, I got, to be honest with you, to be perfectly honest with you, okay? And you can even look at the paper right here. Right here is the question. You see, I have no and I have yes, okay? And it's because somehow with their race, they come from several different beings. Some of them come from Lucifer, some of them come from Satan, some of them come from the devil, and whatever else. But they do not come from Elohim. Spirit is saying, okay? Which kind of threw me aback, because like by now I'm like, what? Because I always assume all people, all races came from God. You know, we have even always assumed that there was a singular one God. There are multiple gods who are the creators, and they're called Elohim. So, I just want to say that, okay? I'm not saying what I'm saying because it's like, oh, here I am, this targeted individual. I'm bitter, I'm mad, I'm angry, I'm pissed off. I am mad about how I've been mistreated in this world or what have you. And, you know, there has definitely been people outside of my race who, as matter of factly, doing these awful, evil, wicked things to me or whatever. But do I sum that up to all white people? No. I don't. Okay? This is what it is. Spirit, are all colored races of people On earth, descendants of Elohim are all the colored races of people. On earth, descendants of Elohim. No. Are only the darkest races of people, are only the darkest color races of people descendants of Elohim? Yes. Okay. And for those of you all who don't know what I mean, there's a lot of other color races. Okay. Anybody that's got, some type of pigment to their skin, you are a colored race. Okay. Spirit is so for the people who are called black, okay, African Americans, like your Africans, your Jamaicans, the darkest of colored races that's still in that umbrella of blacks are descendants of Elohim. Okay. From there I found out that every other race of people comes from other beings. That I don't understand. Okay? And I'm gonna have to do more research in. Okay? I broke down black people and white people, but all the other, like, there's so many other races of the world. Okay? Because I began to just ask about just other colored races. Because even when you look at your Asians, they are of color. Okay? They're not Caucasian, they're not white, they are of color. They got pigment to their skin. You know what I'm saying? Your Haitians, your Native Americans, your Indian, you know what I'm saying? All these different people are of color. You understand what I'm saying? And so I began to ask, I'll just ask about a couple of them here so you'll see what I mean. Spirit, are Chinese people descendants of the gods Elohim? Are Chinese people descendants of the gods Elohim? Are Japanese people descendants of the gods Elohim? Are Russian people descendants of the gods Elohim? All of these are coming out no. Are Haitians descendants of the gods Elohim? Are the race of people who are considered Haitians descendants of the gods Elohim? Are Germans descendants of the gods Elohim? Are Hawaiians descendants of the gods Elohim? Are Hawaiians descendants of the gods Elohim? Are Native Americans descendants of the gods Elohim? Are Native Americans descendants of the gods Elohim? Yes. I got a yes on Native Americans. Would that include all Indian spirits, descendants of the gods Elohim? Yes. Okay. Are Africans descendants of the gods Elohim? Are Jamaicans descendants of the gods Elohim? Yes. Okay, so it's like so many races of people, y'all. Like, I could literally all day go through races of people, but you understand what I'm saying? So there are certain races of people that come from other, I don't know if you want to say entities, deities, gods, or something, which is really trippy to me. Is really trippy to me. Okay? Which means that we didn't all get to planet Earth at the same time. Like, all races of people did not get to planet Earth at the same time. And I'm guesstimating, but let me ask, okay? Spirit, did all the races of people that is here on this earth get to planet Earth at the same time? Did all the races of people on planet Earth get to planet Earth at the same time? No. So some races of people came at like a different time, guys, okay? Like that topic alone about races and where we really come from, who really created us, is like it's a topic that deserves its own like category, like its own research of its own, guys, okay? Because like that was really trippy to me. That was really, really trippy to me, okay? So, Spirit, I asked Spirit, will the supposed rulers, leaders, masters, and elites of this world and planet Earth be punished and destroyed for their destruction of humanity and planet Earth? Will the supposed rulers, leaders, masters, and elites of the world and planet Earth be punished and destroyed for their destruction of humanity and planet Earth? Spirit says yes. So these self-proclaimed rulers, leaders, masters, and elites of this world, of planet Earth, Spirit is saying are going to be punished. They are going to be destroyed for their destruction of humanity and planet Earth. I told you the two things that they do not own, that they did not create, yet they running around here like they run, rule, and control everything and everybody, and they can do what they want to, and they untouchable, and there's nothing we can do about it. We ain't got to do nothing about it, because the Most High is saying y'all will be punished and y'all will be destroyed for your destruction of humanity and the planet. And it ain't a gadget, a robot, technology, a weapon, your bunkers, or any damn thing else that's going to be able to hide y'all. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you. I'm just relaying the message. Spirit, did the gods give the supposed rulers, leaders, and masters and elites on planet Earth the authority to use, abuse, control, manipulate, or govern over other human beings? Did the gods give the supposed rulers, leaders, masters, and elites on planet Earth the authority to use, abuse, control, manipulate, or govern over other human beings? No. Spirit is saying no. Okay? Spirit, did the gods give the authority to self-proclaimed rulers, leaders, masters, and elites to brainwash, mind control, or invade the mind, body, soul, or spirit, or bloodline of other human beings they see as beneath them? Did the gods give the authority to self-proclaimed rulers, leaders, masters, and elites to brainwash, mind control, or invade the mind, body, soul, spirit, or bloodline of other human beings here on this earth that they see as beneath them? No. Spirit is saying that the gods did not give the authority to these self-proclaimed rulers, leaders, masters, or elites to brainwash us, mind control us, invade the mind, body, soul, spirit, or our bloodline, to all of us that they see as beneath them. Now, we have already clarified the fact that they are not even the superior the fuck race. So how they see us as beneath them is preposterous, when technically we have more power and ranking than them, and they know it. That's why they hate us. That's why they mistreat us and dog us out the way they do. This is the reason why they brainwash us and mind control us and been studying the human brain for so long, and want to know how to manipulate and control human beings, because they never wanted us to know our power. They never wanted us to know the real authority that we have, and we are actually higher ranking than even they, more powerful than they. And it is naturally in us. We don't need no gadgets and no gadgets. We don't need no robots. We don't need no modern day technology. We don't need any of that. It is naturally in us. Okay? Spirit is saying that the gods did not give the authority to these self-proclaimed rulers, leaders, masters, and elites to brainwash us, mind control us, invade us, our mind, body, soul, spirit, or our bloodlines. They did that on their own. Spirit, do the supposed rulers of the world have the authority to claim ownership of certain land on earth? Do the supposed rulers of the world have the authority to claim ownership of certain land on earth? No. Spirit, are the extraterrestrials or any other, are the extraterrestrials or any other unhuman beings on earth the rulers, leaders, and masters of mankind? Are the extraterrestrials or any other unhuman beings on earth the rulers, leaders, and masters of mankind? Spirit is saying no. Okay? Because there are extraterrestrials, there are some very demonic extraterrestrials that are here on earth. There are a lot of unhuman beings that are here on earth, and not even they are the rulers, leaders, and masters of mankind. Okay? Spirit just confirmed it. Spirit, does racism exist because colored races are the descendants of Elohim? It's one of the reasons for racism existing is because colored races are the descendants of Elohim. Yes. Did the alleged rulers, leaders, and masters of the world make a deal with the devil and the demonic extraterrestrials, aliens, for their elite status, wealth, and power? Spirit, did the alleged rulers, leaders, masters, and elites of the world make a deal with the devil and demonic extraterrestrials and aliens for their elite status, wealth, and power? Spirit is saying yes. Okay? So these alleged rulers, these alleged leaders, these alleged masters, these alleged elites that's supposed to be so high and mighty and superior and better than all of us, they made a deal with the devil. Okay? As well as demonic extraterrestrial beings, alienistic beings, humanoid beings, for their elite status, for their wealth, and for their power. And this is the reason why they think that they are more superior than us. Spirit, do the gods want human beings to bow down and worship and obey the alleged rulers, leaders, masters, and elites of this world? Do the gods want human beings to bow down and worship or obey the alleged rulers, leaders, masters, and elites of this world? No. Spirit is saying no. The gods don't want human beings to bow down and worship and obey the alleged rulers, leaders, and masters, and elites of this world. But that's what they force upon us. Spirit, do the gods want human beings to sell out to the wealthy elite, sell our souls to the devil, and to get sodomized to survive on earth? Do the gods want human beings to sell out to the wealthy elite, sell our souls to the devil, and get sodomized just to survive or have anything on this earth? No. Spirit is saying no. Spirit, are the rulers, leaders, masters, and wealthy elite predators for forcing their satanic, masonic, demonic agendas? Yes. Spirit is saying the rulers, leaders, masters, and wealthy elites of this world are predators for forcing their satanic, Masonic, demonic agendas on us. Okay? Spirit, do the gods order, support, or declare wars amongst other rulers, leaders, masters, and wealthy elites or countries? Do the gods order, support, or declare world wars amongst other rulers, leaders, masters, wealthy elites, or countries? No. Again, that is something that has, that they came up with, where humans came up with, that it'd be a good idea to fight to the death for what they want. Meanwhile, they tell you in their man-written Bible, thou shalt not kill. Meanwhile, their rules, regulations, and bylaws legally tell you it's a crime for you to kill. But they can declare war and go and kill up any damn body they want to anytime they get ready to take what they want, because they big badass bullies. Yeah, Spirit is saying no. Spirit says the gods does not order, support, or declare world war to happen amongst any rulers, leaders, masters, or wealthy elites or countries. Okay? So them declaring war on other countries, as well as forcing the citizens to pay for it in taxes, is wrong. It's not ordered, it's not supported, it's not declared by God. This is just stupid shit that they've come up with to do. Okay? Spirit, do the gods support or ordain the order of secret societies? Do the gods support or ordain the order of secret societies? No. So the gods do not support or ordain any order of any type of secret societies. Are these secret societies actually worshiping Lucifer as their god? Are these secret societies actually worshiping Lucifer? Yes. Yeah. So Spirit is saying God does not support or ordain the order of secret society, and these secret societies are worshiping Lucifer behind the scenes. Okay? Now think about that for a moment. Do you know how many Masons have infiltrated the churches? There's not one company, organization, business, church, or a school, college, or anything that you can go to where there are no Masons, there are no Eastern Stars. And it's not just, this is not me just picking on Masonry or people that's in Masonry. There are a whole lot of other secret societies. Okay? Technically, sororities and fraternities are secret societies. Okay? Do you know all these people who are in these secret societies like Freemasonry, as well as the people who are in sororities and fraternities? A lot of them proclaim to be Christian. Okay? And to have the same man-written Christian Bible that says that you were supposed to put no other gods, worship no other gods before your almighty God, because you have a jealous God. Yet they're worshiping Greek gods and worshiping Lucifer as their gods. Okay, so technically they're hypocrites. They are not Christian. Yet these be the very people that's running around here right now today trying to right or wrong you about your damn life, trying to dissect your life, trying to wash your ass clean with the damn Bible when their own spiritual soul ain't clean. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. So Spirit is saying that the rulers, leaders, masters, and elites are worshiping Lucifer, worshiping other gods in these secret societies. Spirit, do the rulers, leaders, masters, and elites have the right to force their rules, regulations, or bylaws on human beings? Do these rulers, leaders, masters, or elites have the right to enforce their rules, regulations, or bylaws on human beings? No, they do not. Yet they do anyway. And people willfully ignorantly, blindly, do whatever the fuck it is that they say. Spirit, should human citizens of the world be ordered to pay the rulers, leaders, masters, and elites to live on planet Earth or to own anything? Should human beings, citizens in the world, be ordered to pay the rulers, leaders, masters, or elites to live on planet Earth or to own anything? No. They're robbing people blind. How do you charge people for living in the only fucking planet that they know that they can fucking live and survive on? But your wealthy elites, your rulers, leaders, and masters, they charge your ass every damn day, don't they? To live on planet Earth. And you pay for it. Without question. Spirit is saying you should not have to pay the rulers, leaders, and masters or the elites, self-proclaimed rulers, leaders, masters, and elites here on this earth to live on planet Earth. Nor should you have to pay to own anything. Never mind how hard the fuck you had to work to buy any fucking thing that they done put a dollar price on. So if you have a house, if you have some land, if you have a car, if you have a motorcycle, a boat, a RV, or whatever, you should not have to pay them yearly for property, what do you call it? Property taxes in that. You done already paid for that item and paid sales taxes on that item. If you pay for the rest of your life property taxes for owning something, you will end up paying more in property taxes than the item that you own even fucking cost. Say you buy a used car for $5,000 damn dollars. You buy a used car for $5,000 and you pay the sales taxes on that, okay? You got to pay for tags and everything else for that vehicle. Now imagine every year of your life that you have that vehicle, you're having to pay property taxes on there. Eventually, you're going to pay more in property taxes than that car is even the fuck worth. It is robbery. And they force it the fuck upon you. Spirit, are the rulers, leaders, masters, and wealthy elite on earth the ones who are gaining wealth from all of the most heinous billion-dollar operations or criminal activities in the world? Are your rulers, leaders, masters, and wealthy elites on the earth the ones who are gaining the wealth from all the most heinous billion-dollar operations and criminal activity in the world? Yes. So I can break this shit down. But you think of the most heinous things that's going on in the world. Okay? That is problematic. That's the most problematic of criminal activity. Especially all these things is built $1,000,000 operations, $1,000,000,000 operations. Spirit is saying it is your supposed, alleged, self-proclaimed rulers, leaders, masters, and elites in this world who are the ones that's gaining all of that wealth from those heinous $1,000,000,000 operations. From that $1,000,000,000 criminal activity that's going on in the world. But I bet you they ain't never seen a courtroom. Bet you they ain't never been persecuted, prosecuted, or charged with a crime, or sent to the penitentiary about those $1,000,000,000 operations, those heinous crimes that they are profiting, benefiting, gaining off of. Are they? Spirit, do your rulers, your leaders, your masters, and elites have the right to punish, execute, or imprison human beings when they are criminals themselves? Do these alleged rulers, leaders, masters, and elites have the right to punish, execute, or imprison human beings? Do they have the right to punish, execute, or imprison human beings? No. Something else they fabricated, made up, created themselves. How dare you? You declare yourself as the rulers, the leaders, and the masters, and the elites of the world. You steal gold and land. Claim you are the rulers of everything and everybody. But remind you, you did not create planet Earth. You did not create humanity. You create the rules, the regulations, and the bylaws to enforce upon others, which you break every single day, and you're the ones who's gaining wealth off the most heinous billion-dollar operations. Yet you are also the person who punish, execute, and imprison people for the smallest fucking infractions every goddamn day. Spirit is saying God is the gods did not give them a right to do that. They do. The God is saying that these rulers, leaders, masters, and elites do not even have the right to punish or execute or imprison anybody, any other human beings. They don't have the right to do such a thing. Spirit, were the ancient Egyptians descendants of the Elohim? Were the ancient Egyptians descendants of Elohim? No. Were the ancient Egyptians descendants of the devil? Were the ancient Egyptians descendants of the devil? And show you how certain people differ. Watch. Were the ancient Egyptians descendants of Lucifer? Were the ancient Egyptians descendants of Lucifer? Lucifer's bloodline by itself is a different bloodline from Satan's and the devil's. The ancient Egyptian bloodline comes from the devil, Spirit is saying. Is that correct, Spirit? Yes. It's no wonder why from the satanic powers that be to the end, especially the entertainment industry and the government, they worship, especially the entertainment industry. They worship these ancient Egyptians, okay? And if you look at those ancient Egyptian artifacts, this is the reason why they're half human, half animals. They all have animal heads. Some of them may even have animal feet or something like that or whatever, but they have human bodies. Most of them have human bodies and animal heads and different things like that. Some of them don't, but they're all descendants of the devil, who we know is half man, half beast. I explained to you all before. The reason why Lucifer wasn't cast out of heaven and sent down to earth and all of that hoo-ha blah blah that they made up and came up with, but Lucifer was like the easiest way that I can explain it is like shunned, okay? Because Lucifer is Lucifer is not on earth. Lucifer is in a domain, an area, basically, of its own, okay? But the reason for Lucifer being punished is because Lucifer, and I explained to you all this before, okay? Lucifer has sex with a goat, a beast, okay? This is how the Baphomet, aka Satan, was created, okay? And the Baphomet, or Satan, mated with a human. This is how the devil was created. Okay? So you see how all these other bloodlines stem from. Basically, the reason why Lucifer was punished so severely, because what Lucifer did created whole other bloodlines of beings that were not supposed to exist. From what Lucifer did, it literally created other bloodlines. Okay, and I don't have to guesstimate. We can ask. Okay, Spirit, did Lucifer indulge in bestiality, which created Satan? Is that why Lucifer was a disappointment to the gods, or shunned by the gods? Yes. So Lucifer indulged in bestiality. Okay, this is also the reason why, from the entertainment industry to the behind the scenes, these sick, twisted rituals, satanic rituals, and different things that they do, they indulge in bestiality. Okay, they're always doing things to align themselves with Lucifer, okay, or the Baphomet, or Satan, the devil, and different things like that, or what have you. This is the reason you can tell by their agendas. You can tell by the things that they the certain agendas and propagandas and different things that they have, or what have you. Okay. Spirit, did Satan mate with a human? Did Satan mate with a human and created the devil? Did Satan mate with a human? Yes. Okay. These are all different bloodlines. Okay. So, in even more study, more research, all this other kind of stuff like that can even be broken down, to a lot of different things. Okay, guys? But basically, stemming from what Lucifer did alone with the bestiality, because you can't forget that Lucifer, one of the main reason that Lucifer was said to be one of God's most beautiful angels is because Lucifer was born a hermaphrodite. Okay, Lucifer was born both male and female. Okay, and you have to understand how this works. Okay, because it wasn't in just any random order. Because first of all, you need to understand something about the archangels. Okay, all the archangels are males. Okay, every last one of the archangels are males. Okay, Lucifer was the only one, if I'm not mistaken. Spirit, was Lucifer the only archangel that was born a hermaphrodite? Yes. Is that why Lucifer was said to be one of God's most beautiful angels? Yes. So a lot of people looked at Lucifer out of appearance. Lucifer was very, beautiful, like, outer appearance, very attractive, like, or what have you. And Lucifer was a male angel, okay, but had feminine features, okay. So this is the reason why Lucifer looks like a feminine man, okay. But if you look at every image of Lucifer, Lucifer is depicted with its legs crossed. And that's to cover up the fact that Lucifer had a vagina. This is how Lucifer was able to procreate with itself. You understand what I'm saying? So, when Lucifer has sex with the beast, has sex with the goat, Lucifer impregnated itself and gave birth to a whole new race of beings. Okay, this is how Satan, what is also referred to as the Baphomet, was born. Okay, I know the churches lie. They use Lucifer, Satan, and the devil all in the same sentence, and you assume it's all the same person. These are actually three different beings. Okay, Satan came along and had sex with a human, a pure human, someone who was naturally born human. Okay, and created the devil. Okay, this is the reason why. See, Lucifer is not half human, half beast. Lucifer is half human, half extraterrestrial. Okay, because the gods, Elohim, are extraterrestrials. Okay? We can ask here if you don't believe me. Spirit, are the creator, gods, Elohim, extraterrestrial? The gods are not human. Okay? The gods are extraterrestrials. Okay? This is also another reason why you're self-proclaimed rulers, leaders, and masters in the world, because we was created in Elohim's image. This means that we have extraterrestrial blood. We come from an extraterrestrial bloodline. We have extraterrestrial in our DNA. You understand what I'm saying? Lucifer is half human, half extraterrestrial. All of the archangels are half human. This is the reason why they have a human form and they have an extraterrestrial form. Okay, because of their extraterrestrial DNA. This is what gives them the other powers that they have, and the powers and different things that they have. Lucifer is half human, half extraterrestrial. Okay, but Lucifer made it with a beast. So when Lucifer gave birth to Satan, also known as the Baphomet, okay, that created a bloodline of half human, half beast beings. Okay, well, actually it created 3. Okay, look at it in the terms of numbers. Lucifer is 2. Okay, half human, half extraterrestrial. Okay, Lucifer mating with the beast created 3. Half human, half extraterrestrial, half beast. Okay, but when which created Satan. Okay, when Satan mated with the human, okay, this is the reason why the devil is only depicted as half human, half beast. Okay, and you wonder why the secret societies, the satanic powers that be, use the 23. Okay, 2, 3. Lucifer is 2. Satan is 3. Okay. Or either you see them use the if they're not the 23, the 322, or the 232, or numbers or what have you. Everything can be broke down by numerology. Okay, this is the reason why they love numerology. The satanic powers that be love numerology or what have you, guys. Okay, but that's the easiest way for me to explain it to you. Okay. Oh, child. So this basically created other beings. Okay, this is the reason why you have your this is the reason why you have these shapeshifters and humanoid and all other kinds of beings here on this earth. Okay, y'all are foolish to believe that only human beings exist on this earth and nothing else existed before us or nothing, and we the only beings is here. We're not. Okay, guys, so where were we at? Spirit, are the gods Elohim the creators of planet Earth? Are the gods Elohim the creators of planet Earth? Are the gods Elohim the creators of planet Earth? Yes. Did the gods Elohim create all races of human beings? Did the gods Elohim create all races of human beings? No. So the gods Elohim are the creators of planet Earth, but the gods Elohim, the creators, did not create all of the human beings or beings, period, that are here on planet Earth. Okay, other beings were created by other life forms. Okay, guys. Spirit, did the giants ever mate with humans? I don't know why anybody would ever believe this. The giants were so huge that if they would mate with a regular sized human being, they literally would have split them in two. Okay? It is not possible. It's as dumb as believing that a virgin got pregnant without having sex. Okay? Did the giants ever mate with human beings? Spirit is saying no. Did the giants ever exist, Spirit? Did the giants ever exist? Yes. There were giants that were on Earth at one point in time, but they did not mate with human beings. Okay? Spirit, is there a such thing as fallen angels? Were there any fallen angels, Spirit? Were there any fallen angels that fell down to earth, from heaven to earth? No. Were there any fallen angels that ever had sex with human beings? No. Okay? These are all blatant lies that were told to you by fake, phony, self-proclaimed rulers, leaders, masters, elites of this world. Okay? Spirit, was there ever a place called Sodom and Gomorrah that the gods destroyed? Was there ever a place that was called Sodom and Gomorrah that the gods destroyed? No. There was never a place called Sodom and Gomorrah. They made this place up. They even said that Jesus had went there to see what was going on and asked the people for help, and they were going to rape Jesus. Even the men there would prostitute their daughters and even try to pimp out their own daughters to Jesus and everything. They said Sodom and Gomorrah was horrible. They was having same sex with each other, that they was pimping out their children, that they were, I'm talking about just, the most awful, disgusting things. Rape, sodomies, abuse, just all kinds of things. Spirit is saying Sodom and Gomorrah never existed, nor they ever destroy a place called Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, I'm telling you what Sodom and Gomorrah, planet Earth, is Sodom and damn Gomorrah. Okay? Number 33. Are there any rulers, leaders, masters, or wealthy elites, or any other persons in power who are shapeshifters, humanoids, or NHBs, non-human beings, Spirit? Are there any rulers, leaders, masters, or wealthy elites in power on planet Earth who are shapeshifters, humanoids, or non-human beings? Spirit is saying yes. Okay, guys? So Spirit is saying that some of these leaders, these rulers, these masters, these supposed wealthy elites, as well as other persons who are in power, they're shapeshifters, humanoids, and non-human beings, Spirit is saying, guys. So that concludes today's lesson. There is so much more that literally could be discussed as it relates to these topics, okay? One of which is all the different races. Where do all the different races of people come from? Okay? But yeah, that's what's going on here, y'all. Spirit, are there any other messages that I need to share with the collective as it relates to the exposure of the alleged rulers, leaders, masters, and elites of this world? Okay? And when I say rulers, leaders, and masters of this world, we're talking about, very, very high ranking people, the ones that they try to put, claim this up there, like tip of the top of the pyramid, as people, like they're more important than anybody else or what have you. Yeah. So we got the Ace of Swords here. Spirit is saying what I just told you guys is the truth. It's clarity. I have no reason to make it up. Okay? You know, I have no reason to make it up. If the message was, if the message went another way, if the message was, oh, you know, the people who are called blacks and African Americans is descendants of the devil and they're able, that'd be the message that I give y'all. I'm non-biased in this. I don't just say things that only paint certain people in a good light. If it had came out and said, you know, the wealthy elite rulers, leaders, and masters, and you know, elites of the world is you know, is good, upstanding, and righteous. If that's what came out in the reading, then I would be forced to say so. Okay. Yeah. So Spirit is saying this is the truth and clarity that I have given. You got the Ace of Swords here and you got the Emperor here, okay? And it's interesting because your Emperors are masculine energies, okay? But it also speaks to the Emperor is like persons of the establishment, okay? Action-oriented type of persons, authority, power, higher ups, leaders, and different things. You got Justice here, okay? So this is Spirit, you got the Ace of Swords, the Emperor, and the Justice here. Spirit is saying, okay, that I have given you truth, a clarity, awareness, insight about these rulers and leaders and supposed masters and elites of the world who are in government, who are in power, Spirit is saying. Okay? Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages as it relates to the exposures of the alleged rulers, leaders, masters, and elites of the world? People have the right to know the truth. Okay? And I know we focused a lot on the goings on within the United States, okay? But this is even going on in other countries. You have rulers, leaders, masters, and supposed elites in every country, okay? And across the entirety of the world, okay? And it is the same in other countries and different things as it relates to their rulers, leaders, and masters, and the elites, okay? Because, yeah, it's the same with them. And that's the reason why you got the Three of Coins here. I feel like these Three of Coins, the Three of Coins talks about collaborations, okay? It talks about contractual agreements, okay? This is the reason why you have United Nations, okay? These people have collaborated together for the purposes of money. Okay, for the purposes of the power and authority and different things that they have, guys, okay? They collaborated together, okay? Maybe there could be three main nations, there could be more, or what have you, but Spirit is saying that they collaborated together for the purposes of money, for the money, the wealth, the power, the status, the privilege that they have. They have collaborated together. Okay. And look, there's the Empress here. So this is men and women alike, because there are both men and women who are in power, who are in authority, who are in leadership. Okay. Yeah. These people are, look at this. They're master manipulators. Spirit is saying they're magicians. They have done magic all over this world to manifest their privilege, their status. They manipulated things. They perversed everything. Okay? They are master manipulators. Okay? Yeah. Master manipulators. Okay? They have a lot of willpower. Okay? They're manifestors, but they manifest by way of manipulation. They abuse divination by way of manipulation in an effort to manifest what they want. This is the reason why they have all the willpower and the influence, okay? They were inspired to action, okay? Yeah. So they're, you know, wizards and jinns and, you know, different things Spirit is saying here. Yeah. You got the Hierophant here with the 5 of Wands here. So again, the Hierophant is clarifying the Ace of Swords here. So I have given you truth and clarity. The Hierophant speaks to it can speak to religious traditions. It can speak to what we know religion was created by human beings. Like, you know what I'm saying? It speaks to rulers and leaders, okay? Right and wrong, programming, conforming, institutions, conventions, values, and so forth, guys, okay? Yeah. These men and women who are self-proclaimed rulers, leaders, masters, and elites of the world, these people, there was personality clashes amongst people, okay? This is all about jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, competition, racism, chaos, misunderstandings, misconceptions, oppositions, temper spurrings, lost opportunities, all kinds of things. This is the reason why they have done the things that they have done. Spirit is saying that these people are liars, they're cheaters, they're thieves, they're manipulators, they're con artists, and for hundreds of years they have been sneaking and creeping around trying to get away with something. They're cowards who don't follow the rules, who do things under false pretenses. Spirit is saying they're betrayers, they're cloaking themselves, concealing themselves, they're wearing masks, they're not who they appear to be. Spirit is saying they are very strategic. They only care about their own self-interest, okay? And they've been sneaking and betraying and being very strategic, collective. The 7 of Swords is clarifying the justice system. That is the government, okay? They're liars, cheaters, and thieves. They're manipulators and con artists. Spirit is saying things are not what it seems with these people. They proclaim that they are righteous and upstanding pillars of the communities. They are the leaders. They're the privileged ones. They're the superior ones. They are not. Yeah. And guess what? You got the 10 of Cups clarifying the 3 of Coins. So the 3 of Coins talks about them collaborating together for the purposes of money. Certain individuals, certain families collaborated together for the purposes of money to ensure that they would have wealth and power and their status forever. That's the reason why they made deals with the devils. That's the reason why they made pacts with these extraterrestrials and these alienistic beings that is here on this earth. That's why they got to keep who you think they gods are. Those are they gods. That's the reason why they got to keep their gods fed. This is the reason why 1 million children go missing every year. Every 365 days out the year. There are up to anywhere from 800,000 to 1 million children that goes missing. That's in the United States alone. Those children are being consumed. That's the reason why they ain't never seen or heard from or found ever again. And they are being fed to these demonic extraterrestrial, these alienistic beings. That's what they don't want to tell you. Even they are cannibals. They eat humans the way you eat animals. They drink blood the way you drink water. Okay? 10 of Coins. 10 of Coins. On the Magician. Didn't I tell you they master manipulators? They master manifestors by way of manipulation. They're divination abusers. The 10 of Coins is sitting right next to the 10 of Cups. Look, they collaborated together with certain families all over the world. They did their hocus pocus, witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, voodoo, hoodoo, garbage to manifest this wealth. The 10 of Coins is all about family legacies, wealth, the patriarchs, domestic duties, lineage, privilege, security, estates, wealth. They are liars, and the truth ain't in them. And we ain't got no business bow downing and worshiping them, selling out to them. Because technically, we are more superior and more powerful than they are. And they know it. And that's why they hate us. Damn right. We ain't them and they ain't us. Do you know how many of our kind willingly sell out for your temporary comforts and your incentives for breadcrumbs off the pie when you own the whole pie? They took the pie and offer you crumbs off of it when you too stupid to know that you own the pie. And you're supposed to bow down, worship them, serve them, get used, abused, and sodomized by them just to beg for some crumbs off a pie that belongs to you? I think's not. They don't own you. They don't control you. They didn't create the planet. They didn't create humanity. They don't have the right to govern you, to rule you, or anything. They don't have the right to punish you, execute you, or imprison you. They have no authority over you. But y'all too busy being brainwashed and dumbed down by dumb shit. That's why you assume you living your best life. How you living your best life and you don't even have what rightfully belong to you? They living your best life. This is why they don't like people like me. Because we supposed to be too unintelligent, too ignorant, too hood, too ratchet, too stupid to know what I am telling you. To have sense enough to think for yourself. To research for yourself, to study for yourself, to learn from yourself, to know where it is that you come from when they have lied to you. By where you come from and who you belong to and what you called, and they've convinced you that you ain't nothing and you can't have nothing unless only it comes through them. The devil is a lie and the truth ain't in him. They don't want you to know who you are. I don't know about you, but I was created in the image of the Almighty, Most High God's the Creator. I am Elohim. And I will not bow down, worship, or obey no self-proclaimed rulers, leaders, masters, the supposed elites of this world. Because I am elite. Any other messages, Spirit? Any other messages? Any other messages, Spirit? Yeah. These people, they, and then they have the audacity to think that they can cast their judgments. Who the fuck are you to cast your judgments upon anybody? Your entire existence is a fucking lie. Judgment, death, betrayal, judgment, death, and the 10 of swords. This is what they have done to the people. Not just American people. The people. Human beings. This is the reason why they don't want us awake and aware. That's why they don't like real high priestess like me. Because I'm highly intuitive. Because I'm psychic. Because I'm empathic. Because I'm knowledgeable. Because I'm wise. Because I'm enlightened. Because I'm illuminated for real. Because I'm tapped in to my higher self. I'm in my north node. That's why they don't like that shit. That's why they lie to you and tell you, oh, you being awakened, your third eye being open is of the devil. But them the same damn witches that's doing witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, voodoo on you right now. Don't believe them. Come out of her, my people. They don't want you awake and aware so you would never know. They don't want you to think for yourself. I don't believe nothing nobody tell me, especially when it comes to them. I'm going to figure out for myself. Yeah. See, they don't like people like me who real high priestess, who not going to come on here and talk to you about your damn twin flame and your soulmate and your damn person all day, every damn day. Who don't care nothing about who's sucking and fucking who hooking up, who breaking up, who pregnant, who sneaking and freaking and creeping, who in the closet, who on the down low. I don't care. What y'all need to know is some real shit, because none of that shit matters. Who got an STD? And all this other kind of shit. These people the devil. They are chained to the devil, and they trying to drag us to hell with them. But truthfully, Elohim said there ain't no hell. What these folk call hell is the hot lava, the flames that is boiling under the surface of the earth. Elohim said there ain't no hell. They created the term hell to bully, to scare your ass into submission, to scare you to death, that if you didn't live right and according to how they wanted you to live, that you were going to die and go to hell and burn for all eternity. These people chained to the devil, collective. They chained to the devil. Yeah. They are chained to the devil. They're in their south node. The dark side, the shadow side. The devil is all about greed, materialisms, obsessions, addictions, restrictions, possessions, narcissisms, dominance, sex, sexualities, lust, temptations, desires, addictive patterns of behavior, bad habits, toxicity. This is their energies collected. And the judgment that they have made has caused the destruction of humanity and planet Earth, the world. This is what's going on here. They're not going to like this message, collective. They're not going to like this. They're not going to like this. But as I told you before, I come on here and I tell y'all, I tell y'all things to put something on your mind, to motivate you to think for yourself. Research for yourself. Study for yourself. You ain't got to believe me. Yeah, it's bad vibes all around, collective. I done told you the truth and the clarity about these bad vibes that's all around. These people did this for greed. You see how dark this energy is? Bad vibes all around, greed. That's all it was about for them. Systematic abuse. They have been systematically abusing us all, collective. This is the reason why we need to be careful who we trust. They've been putting hits out on people to cover their tracks. Synthetic humanoids, collective. Spirit calling them synthetic humanoids. These folks that's collaborated together for the purposes of money. These different bloodlines of peoples and all kinds of shit. Shadow government. Spirit, any other messages? Satanic powers that be. The devil in disguise. Spirit say that these men and these women with their jealous, envy, hateful, spiteful asses that worked against humanity, all of humanity, for nothing more than their own selfish greed. They are the devil in disguise, collective. Invasion and war. Spirit, any other messages? Spirit say they fucked up a long time ago. They fucked up a long time ago, collective. Spirit say they hate us because they ain't us. They hate you because they ain't you. This is the reason why. That they have targeted us the way that they have, collective. Betrayal. These are the betrayals that I have exposed to you. That's all I did. This is a hate crime that they have committed against us. The people. Spirit, any other messages? People walking around. I just seen clones, celebrities. Spirit, what else? Any other messages? Any other messages, Spirit? Any other messages, Spirit? Spirit say these folks are low down and dirty shame. Betrayal, hate crime, low down and dirty shame. Spirit, any other messages? There could be there's going to be a crash of the stock market and the banking system. Now when that's going to happen exactly, but seeing that. Spirit with us. We've been suffering in silence, collective. The people have been suffering in silence. Government cruel and unusual punishments. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages, Spirit? Big banksters. And the folks know, the FBI know, the CIA know, all these different branches of governments all over the world. They are aware. They know. Yeah, these people been sneaking and they've been creeping, collective. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages? And then they have the audacity to be spying on other damn people. Anybody should be spying. It should be the hell on them. They the ones with all the damn secrets. You know what I'm saying? Classified, top secret, classified as secrets and shit. They the ones running around here doing all this evil, wicked crap. But they sabotaging and ruining the lives of other people. It's doing their best to survive from one day to the next in this awful, evil, wicked ass world. I'm seeing overseas here. Something about overseas. Spirit, any other messages? Military officials I'm seeing here. And I'm seeing all these people are aware of what's going on. I don't even understand how people could know this and still serve them, still protect them and different shit. It's way more of us than it is of them. That's why I don't understand why so many people that still serve and protect your very abusers. Wickedness in high places. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages, Spirit? They've been blood sacrificing people as well. They have to come up with these blood sacrifices to keep their wealth, and keep their power. Yeah, Spirit is telling us to beware of the snakes. It's all around us. Coming in our life to harm us or fool us. Yeah, these folks are murderers, Spirit is saying. Spirit, any other messages I need to share with the collective? Any other messages I need to share with the collective? Any other messages I need to share with the collective, Spirit? Satanic sellouts. Any other messages? Whole psychological operations on the entirety of the world of our lives. This is pathetic. Spirit, any other messages? Okay, guys, so that's what's going on. We're going to wrap this up. Okay. I'm even seeing internal affairs here. CIA again. They especially fucked up when it came with this human trafficking and shit. The one of the main reasons that human trafficking, sex trafficking and different things, especially with these babies and shit, they really fucked up with that. Okay, I'm also seeing something here about the United Kingdom. Human traffickers, the United Kingdom. Satanic ritual abuse. Fortune 500 companies. Any other messages? A lot of collaborations and contracts and different things. A lot of disloyalty and betrayals. Okay, guys. So we're going to wrap this reading up here, guys. I do hope that this is giving you all the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to a situation you may be dealing with, or pertaining to a situation you may notice someone else is dealing with if you are cross-watching. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tip.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shinebrightlikeadiamond36 with the underscore between each word. For any person who's interested in donating to the channel, you can do so through Cash App, $tipdiamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamonds. As always, guys, y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there's evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings, watch the company you keep, watch surroundings in the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey. Keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.